Hello and welcome to the Cow's Den. I am Josh. With me, as always, is Matt. What's up, Matt?
What's up, dudes and
This is
dudettes?
the Cow's Den podcast. We talk comics and nerdy shit. Yeah, 2022. I mean, I think we already did one. Yeah, we did one, or we did a 2022 already. But so far, it's
Going swimmingly.
starting off strong. Um,
Oh, hey, you know that they're running a Fathom special event today for Betty White?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Today was supposed
yeah.
to be her 100th birthday.
God,
Yeah.
man, we lost her, lost Uncle or Daddy Danny. Full House.
Oh yeah. Freaking yeah, Danny Tanner. But yeah, Bob
Yeah.
Saget. Jeez,
Bob
that
Saget.
one. That one was like that was almost like a Robin Williams in the sense of like not anywhere near the same. I just mean like
Well, he's part of
yeah,
anybody that grew up
yeah.
in the early 90s, their
Oh, late
childhood,
'80s,
you
late
know.
'80s, early '90s. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So that was definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna start with some comics. We'll go with I've been reading, let's see here, Marvel. I normally do DC stuff, but I do like some Marvel stuff every now and then. I've been doing the Dark Ages series because, love me a Tom Taylor. And a Dark Age event that's going on, if you don't remember, is like there was this being inside the planet that was growing inside the planet that was going to awaken, and in order to kind of stop him from awakening, they opened this portal to another dimension, and it was kind of this like EMP
Yeah.
dimension portal, and it like just overtook, and it they couldn't stop it, so it kind of killed the power to the entire world. So there's no electrical powers in the entire world. Now that's the premise. Now they're on
Yeah.
issue 4, so we have found out so far that Apocalypse has been generating power, and the way he's been generating power is through Magneto. He's got him tied up to this giant machine, and he's using him to generate electricity.
Jesus.
Like I mean, he's like torturing him. And so in this issue, or one of the latest issues, they send out the good guys, I guess we'll call them, send out a scout to go see what Apocalypse is up to, and they send out Quicksilver, and he's on his way there, and of course he gets there and sees who they have locked up, and so he's all like, oh shit, and so he hesitates, and they fucking get him. And so instead of killing Quicksilver, they have remember Kilgrave from Jessica Jones,
Yeah.
Purple
Yeah.
Man? Yeah,
Yeah.
they have him, and so he influences Quicksilver, who then goes back and straight kills Johnny Storm. And like it all happens so fast that like I think they said like it only took Jean, I think it was Jean Grey, it only took her a second to like shut him down, but within that second he managed to kill Johnny Blaze, or Johnny Storm. He
Nice
managed to
one.
kill Johnny Storm, and yeah, it was just nuts.
So who's all on the good side and who's
So
all on the bad side so far?
so I'm, Fantastic Four, Johnny Storm, those guys were all good.
Is
And
it
it's
all of
like,
the Fantastic Four? Like,
so from what I remember, I believe Reed is dead as well.
and that's where I was going. Was is his son alive?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I read the last 2 issues, but from the first 2, I'm not 100% sure if that was mentioned or not, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But yeah, I know, like, so we've got in this the latest issue was them trying to cross a one of the oceans to get to kind of a this safe haven to plan an attack on Magneto, or on not Magneto, on Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Or
Um
yeah.
yeah. And so as they're crossing, this issue is all about them like crossing, and dude, there's this whole scene where I was telling you beforehand, Nightcrawler's like this crazy, you can't see it. Nightcrawler's like this crazy pirate, but he's like running these he's taking these refugees from all these other from the countries that Apocalypse is running. He's taking refugees on these like helicarriers that they've kind of turned into um just transport boats. So they're transporting refugees out of like the countries that Apocalypse has taken over.
Ran on diesel?
I'm sorry.
How the hell are they doing that with
How are they
no
using it?
electricity? Yeah.
So they are Storm. Storm is using her powers
The
to push it
tides.
in the yeah,
That's so cool.
right?
Like
So
that's something, I never
unique,
thought of.
right?
Like, and
Unique.
that's a little detail that they actually are getting.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
Exactly. And it's great because like yeah, as they're moving, she's just exhausted. By the end of it, she's just like, worn out because she's of course Omega level mutant and all that, but even that's gonna wear her out, pushing that thing
Right.
all the way across an ocean. So anyway, they're in an ocean. They find out that like apparently these pirates, when all the power went down, these pirates all made like couldn't fish anymore or something, or they made I don't know what the explanation was, but they couldn't do what they were trying to do. So they all made deals with the devil. So all of these like pirates are now, hold on, where are they? Again, I don't know if you can see any of this, but all of these pirates are now man, you can't see it too well, are now
Yeah.
like ghost riders. And so
Nice.
it's like they're getting
Now,
raided by
is that,
yeah.
let me ask you, because Marvel has a history of doing this. Is it Mephisto or is it another entity? They say
For what?
the deal with the devil. Is it
Oh, it just says
Mephisto?
when the world went dark, powerless, adrift, pirates made a deal with the devil to blaze brightly forever.
I wonder if it's because like Marvel has a history of throwing stuff they're going to do in the movies
Oh,
back
right.
into the comics.
Right. That's a
So I
good
wonder
point.
if Mephisto pops up,
I don't know.
um,
I don't
as
know,
the
but
deal
man,
maker or something.
it's just this epic showdown between like the good guys trying to get across these Ghost Rider fucking pirates, and then as they're trying to get to safety. They keep saying they're trying to get to safety, and finally at one point, Fin Fang Foom just comes bursting out of the water, and it's Scott Lang is like all huge riding it, and he says Fin Fang Foom and Scott Lang were the guardians of the port. So it's like it was just badass. I don't know, man. I love when they do all these just crazy out there stories. You know what I
Right.
mean? That are like,
And
go ahead.
so is it a like limited series, 6-part
Yes,
limited series?
I want to say
And
it's
then
6
what's it officially called again?
Dark Ages.
Dark Ages. So it's just
Yeah.
kind of got a mixture of all Marvel characters.
Yeah, it really does. So in this one though, at the end, the big twist was that those Ghost Rider dudes had killed fucking Luke Cage, or not Luke Cage. Yeah,
Not
Shield.
Luke Cage, Shield. Oh,
Nick Fury,
Nick
Jesus
Fury.
Christ,
Yeah,
yeah.
there we
Had
go.
killed Nick Fury. That was like the end of this one. And so but it's so cool. Like they have this little May Parker. These are like character designs, but little May Parker, it's Peter and MJ's daughter. Her little
That's
outfit
cool,
that she's
man.
rocking in the future. It's just cool. All right, so then the other one I was gonna talk again is Tom Taylor, because why not? This one I know that my wife was going to read, so I'm not sure how many spoilers I'm gonna talk, but I know that you don't care about spoilers, right?
Nah,
Eh,
spoil it all. Burn it to
so
the ground.
Dark Knights of Steel is the DC's Game of Thrones, I guess is how they say it. Batman, or well, not even say Batman, we'll just say DC's Game of Thrones. Like it's essentially the Justice League characters, but back in Game of Thrones, or back in like those kind of days, those kind of times.
Right.
But it's done well. And I mean Tom always writes his writing is always well done. It's He loves throwing these lovely little twists in there at the end of each issue. And the first twist, it's the one I didn't want to spoil, but I feel like I'm going to. I think I'm gonna do it. So if you want to cover the
Ear Muppet.
earmuffs. At the end of the first issue, you find out that Bruce was actually born of a bastard son of Jor-El and Martha Wayne. So he's actually Clark's half brother, and he's half Kryptonian. So Bruce is half Kryptonian.
So they came to Earth at some point.
Yes, they
He
came to Earth.
cheated on his wife, or
Cheats
this
on his
is
wife. He cheats on his wife. This again, it's like Game of Thrones days. So he's like this
right.
bastard son, and he's the bastard son of Jor-El and Martha Wayne.
So it'd be Bruce Snow.
Bruce Snow. Essentially, yes. But so he is half Kryptonian, so he's half superhuman.
Does he know that yet?
He finds that out at the end of the first issue.
Okay.
And at the end of the first issue, that's the big spoilers that you find that out. And then, but right as he finds that out, a green arrow with kryptonite on the end comes right through and kills his dad, kills the Jor-El, kills the king Jor-El. And so it's the end of it is Bruce holding his dad, who he just found out was his dad, with a fucking arrow in his head. Dead.
That's nuts, man.
It was, dude. It's somebody. That's what I mean. Is it's so like out there, but it's
out there.
written so well. It's done so well. And he advances the story so well. It's a 12 issue series. And it's on issue 3 right now. And this one is Bruce. Oh, fucking, what's her name? Zala Jor-El. That's it's Clark's sister. She's going around just like after they killed the dad, she's just going on a murderous rampage and like going through towns just killing all these dudes. She's just like, nope, them. She's like, we're not having guns. She goes, one of the things that she grabs one of the guys and she's like, nope, no more kings. And she puts her arm through him. And I just like, okay, cool. Yeah, that's like towards the end too. And that's supposed to be the king is that king is what's Black Lightning? Is that what it's called?
Are we talking about Black Adam?
No, the one that they made a CW show for it. Isn't it called Black Lightning?
I don't know, bro. I know Black Adam has the lightning, on his chest.
No, Black Adam is no, I don't know.
Maybe it's his son or something,
Anyway, no, dude, I'm telling you, they made a CW show about it and everything.
Yeah.
But anyway, at the end of that one,
I'm gonna prop end on that. Yeah. I'm one of those people that I didn't get into the CW stuff.
So I know I did for a little bit there.
I know there's. I will say though, in my opinion, I really liked most of Gotham.
Yes.
I know that's not CW, but still, yeah. I liked most of it, not all of it, but I thought it was pretty cool. So I know eventually I got to go back and watch the Arrowverse.
Yeah, it's called Black Lightning.
Lightning. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure. But yeah, he's meant to be like this king, and then he gets killed at the end of this one. And then the big twist at the end of this one is that Bruce and Alfred are out doing this quest to try to find out this big meteor that landed. They're going to go see what the hell it is, and it's got kryptonite on it. And so Bruce is all, "Oh, Alfred, what the hell?" And Alfred's like, "Oh, my boy, I've known the whole time." And that's the whole ending. But yeah, it's good, man. It's good. Like I said, I love how Tom takes these out there stories and just writes
makes them
it's
good.
Great. Yeah, it's great.
So is there multiple siblings right now? Like, is there Clark? Is there
because
Bruce?
There's Clark, Bruce, and then Zala at least. I don't think there's any more than that. I think that's all there is. Because what it is, and then there was the king and the queen. And the queen was can't remember her name. The other L. But yeah, and then there's the whole point was there's the bastard, the Martha Wayne, like, dude, it's just, I was sitting here like, oh my god, it so is Game of Thrones. It's 100% just Game of Thrones. But that
explains everything.
But again, it's just written well enough that it's entertaining enough that it's that it's fun. It's good. And actually, I'm gonna leave it on that just for the comics. I had a Batman that I was getting caught up on, but I'm still one behind on that. So I'm gonna talk about next week.
Did you ever finish Amazing Fantasy?
I did not. I read like 3 of them, and there's only 5, and I only read like 3 of them. So I'm gonna That's another one. I'll finish up. I got to do some reading this week. Kind of got backed up on stuff again, but I'm gonna do some reading this week. We'll get caught up. Yeah, but let's see here. Suicide Squad. So you guys, I'm pretty sure, did we do a special for that one? Did we do a special for that one? I know we did a special
for the movie.
yeah.
Oh
I know
yeah.
we did a special
Oh
for
yeah.
the Justice League. So
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I know if we didn't do it a standalone special, I know we talked about it
quite a bit. Yeah,
you know, and so it was man,
just miles above the original. Just
well,
miles above.
And I talked to you a lot off camera about how, like, if I was DC, I would just write Gunn a blank check and go, hey, you know, stay with us, forget Guardians, and you know, build your own universe. No, I'm saying
mind him doing Guardians 3.
No,
after that.
No. I'm saying from DC or from Warner Brothers perspective, I would just go, here's a blank check.
Whatever you need.
Let's create your universe. Because I mean, so far you've got Suicide Squad, and then you've got arguably, man, who would have thought that Aquaman fucked fish? You know, so like and that's just the way to start it. And of course,
fish?
Yeah, he fucks fish.
Oh my god.
I'm all right if he fucks girls, fucks boys, I don't care. But when he fucks fish, that's the line.
That's the line. Yeah. Oh my god.
And anybody who's not living on a rock, we're talking about
Peacemaker. So Peacemaker with John Cena. I don't know if the whole series is written and directed by Gunn, but I know at least that first episode is written and directed by Gunn.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I mean, just you want to talk just like a continuation of the craziness, of the awesomeness of Suicide Squad. And yes, it makes me feel like James Gunn should just take the whole universe, dude. Like, I mean, I'm of course horribly upset that we're not going to get the Snyderverse that we hope for.
Right.
I don't think
it's never going to happen.
Never going to happen. No. But I would be more than happy with the Gunverse, James Gunn universe.
Well, and the crazy thing is like, you know, I knew the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not like I read everything that they had, not comparable to some of the other ones, but. And Suicide Squad, you know, I knew enough of them, and I didn't know every lineup they had and everything. Right. But the way that he's able to take characters that are just like really should be side characters and really elevate them. I would love to see what he could do with a Superman, a Batman, a Wonder Woman, a Green fucking Lantern. I would love to see.
I would love to see him do a Green Lantern. Yeah.
And I feel like if I was WB, you know, like I said, I would write a blank check.
Yeah. Just fucking let him take the reins, man. Because
and what about seeing Terminator, you know, as his dad?
Oh yeah. You
know.
I love how he's sitting there like cold stone face, but then he's like, because he was getting tortured, because he was getting tortured
by his dad. He was getting tortured by his dad.
Yeah.
Please tell me you didn't get shot by that F word.
Right.
Like my son.
And then he just fucking but that's what's cool though, is then he just kind of you know, and like that's what's good about it. And that's what's weird is like Suicide Squad. That's the only thing that I will say is weird about it is Suicide Squad made you fucking hate John Cena's character, made you fucking hate Peacemaker, and now this you're kind of like, god damn it, why are they trying to make me like him now? Like, fuck.
Yeah. And honestly though, like I would say I hate making this comparison, but it's very hard not to. I it's very boyish, the boys.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
You know, it's definitely adult.
But that's not a bad thing. That's
no, absolutely not. I just hate that like anything that adult oriented comes out show wise, comic book wise, it's like the first thing to go to is it's trying to copy the boys. No, well, it's I don't see this as the boys. I see this as a adult Batman and Robin, because with Vigilante, his sidekick, my god, man, he's just as funny. And I know you haven't seen the third episode.
I have not watched the third episode. So
man, of all the funny things that happens in the first 3 episodes, my favorite part is still Vigilante when he gets his mask removed. He's and John and Peacemaker's like, what are you doing? He's like, if I keep moving my face, they can't ID me in a lineup. And it's just so fucking hilarious when it happens.
Yeah.
Because the guy's just way over the top.
Just so ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
I highly recommended. Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you before seeing Suicide Squad. I'd never read anything on Peacemaker.
Dude, and I had known who Polka Dot Man was
I knew Polka Dot Man
because I remember like, oh, it's this obscure Batman character that nobody knows about. That's the only reason I knew about him. But like, dude, like you said, the way he elevates those characters, every character in that felt like they got nope.
Okay, so I will say one more little spoiler, which I think was in episode 2. I think.
Are you talking about his naked fight?
No, well, that was awesome. That was
nuts. That was the first episode. Yeah, that was first.
But the IT guy, he says, "Man, I would rather work with the fucking weasel than you."
Oh yeah.
And so
references,
references to Suicide Squad. The fact that you've got oh my God, what's her name? The person who runs the unit, like Waller. Waller's daughter is played by the girl from Orange Is the New Black.
Yes, and she's killing it too. She's killing it.
Dude, and she and I couldn't stop laughing. Like the whole thing.
I could not stop laughing the whole time. Like, I think we were trying to eat the first night, and literally we were sitting here just like, because like I couldn't even eat because it was just so funny the whole time, like nonstop.
And then the when she's scrolling through pictures and she gets a naked picture, that you haven't seen that yet. Shit.
I don't think so.
My bad.
It's all good.
All right. Well, you'll see that, but I would definitely recommend it. New episodes are every Thursday. The first
Thursday, HBO Max.
The first 3 episodes are available now.
I just love it, dude. I love more than anything. I love that DC has fully embraced the R rating. They just don't care when it comes to that, and I love it. Love it. The two really cool things that Gunn brings is humor and his music. Like the music in this is on point as well. So if you liked Guardians of the Galaxy but would like to see like even more like R rated, this is definitely for you. Yep. All right, bro. So what? I mean, that's kind of it for me. I know we had some stuff that we both kind of were talking about. So
so
you watched. Speaking of HBO Max, right? Did you watch?
Carter? Anybody who wasn't under a rock, Harry Potter, they did a 20-year anniversary.
Yep. So it's 20 years since the first movie came out, is what it was.
Yeah. And the big news was the fact that JK wasn't there, and the running theory everybody said was because of her trans comments, but you come to find out actually she was offered to come on that and she turned it down. The running theory on that is because of Radcliffe and Hermione and Watson Ron's their stance against her, kind of pushed her away from it. But I'm all fine with that.
Chose not to come, not that she wasn't invited, basically.
Supposedly. Yes. That's what they're saying. Okay. I will say this, man.
I'm glad that she wasn't there. I'll say it that.
There was a Netflix show with the actor who plays Ron.
Yeah.
And I cannot remember the name of that show. It's a British show.
Is it called Sick Note? Is it where he fakes that he has cancer?
Yes. My God, man,
that he has cancer. The last thing that I felt that I fell off on that, I was like the end of season 2 where she was going to actually try to infect him with cancer, try to actually give him cancer. That's where I
left off.
That's where I left off on it.
So,
dude, you want to talk a fucking nuts show?
Well, but here's the thing: is like. I was talking to my wife.
He was in the first one.
Yeah. I was talking to my wife about this. It's like, dude, he looks like a soccer hooligan on a Sunday morning after drinking every night during the week. I mean, my God, man, he just looks wretched. He looks like a smelly ashtray.
I love the guy because he is a good actor. You know,
decent human being.
But he's not. He's not the most attractive.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I will say that any Harry Potter nut, there was 2 things that dropped. It was this, and then there's like a quiz show that dropped with it. I haven't checked the quiz show out.
Ironically enough, I actually applied to be on that quiz show and got turned down, but got offered a chance to be in the audience. And I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm not going to sit in the audience because I'm going to get pissed the whole time.
Right.
Like, it's big. It's fucking big. It's fucking big.
But any Harry Potter nut, man, you should check out the
the
20-year
anniversary. Yeah,
anniversary.
anniversary special was great. It was great.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Some of it's kind of sad
oh,
because
it's
like
really sad.
the older actors, you're just like, fuck, man.
Well, I'll say this: my favorite part of this, and it makes total sense because it's so hard to keep people together. I give it to Marvel, I give it to Warner Brothers for being able to keep people together for 7-8 movies like they did.
Right, that's true.
But the actor who played Hagrid actually said it best. He said, "Look, I've got kids, I've got grandkids. Eventually, I'm going to have great kids. They will forget my name, but they will always remember me as Hagrid." And like that is a perfect explanation on Harry Potter, the film series. Whether you're mad with certain parts of it or whatever, this is going to live on for forever.
Right. It's an achievement in cinema history.
Yeah, and it
paved the way for a lot of stuff. Yes.
Yep. And just being able to see them all together and see like Hermione and Ron at one point says, "I love you." And it's like a dead silence for like 30 seconds. And he goes, "As a friend," And so it's just, it's really nice. It was awesome.
Honestly, and like, I don't care where side, I don't care what you have to say about like JK and all that. I don't know. There are people who argue that she's not technically actually transphobic. I'm not, but I don't care. Her not being there or her being there would have been nothing but uncomfortable. So I'm glad that she wasn't there.
Yeah.
But yes, it was good. It was very entertaining. Very better than the Friends reunion. Let me say that.
Yeah. Well, and here's my thing is that I think that it would be really cool with all the problems involved with the Grindelwald or with Johnny Depp and the prequel series.
Mm.
I think it's time they're old enough to where they could do Cursed Child.
Oh yeah, dude.
And
actually do it pretty close to the time frame. Like
they're I'd say within a couple years of like being right there.
And they could like start it soon and be there when the time. So I think they could too. I really hope that they do.
I do too.
It'd be a hard thing for them to keep under wraps if they do it, but
yeah. I mean, I think that if you want to make another $1 billion, fucking Warner Brothers, just throw the blank check at them and have them come back.
I mean, you got to bring them all back, and you could, and then just bring a whole new crew for the kids, and just do the story, but do it and that's the thing too, they could do it well enough that it'll make some of those fans who didn't like it, because it's not very popular. Cursed Child is like the least popular because I don't know if
it's not wrong. Yeah, I've read it, and it's not officially J.K. Rowling.
No, and that's why it's people don't like it because it changes and alters all kinds of shit. So people don't like it, but I thought it was great. I loved it. I actually thought it was one of the more fun books, just because I love the idea of when they do shit like that, when they do start fucking up the routine, when they do something crazy.
Yeah. Ironically, it's the only book I've read so far. Like I've got the other books. It's just that one,
because there was no like movie or anything. You want to get the story, right? Yeah.
And I thought it was
also
a cool take.
Easiest to read because it's just like a like a quick boom boom boom. He said this, she said this type of thing.
One of my funniest part for me for that was when oh my gosh, Burton's wife,
Helena Bonham Carter,
when she pulls out the note that Ron the actor wrote to her about about trying to get with her or whatever.
She was trying to get some, dude. She was trying to get some. I think she
with Ron.
Remember that Helena Bonham Carter was all she was trying to get some, dude.
Ron. Yeah.
Anyway,
great thing to see.
It was fun. It was fun to watch, definitely. And I would 1,000%. I think they should record the Broadway show and have it be able to be sold, because like I can't fucking get to Broadway, I can't get out there. I'd love to see it. But the book, I didn't hate it. And I like the different turns they took. Anyway. What else?
And then Boba Fett episode 3.
I still actually
2 and 3.
Have not watched any Boba Fett.
Yeah, so episode 2 and 3 aired. It's just getting better and better. I mean, I'm a diehard fan of Mandalorian. Um, and I'll say that, like, if you liked Mandalorian, you'll like this as well.
I did hear that he's got his own Power Rangers team now, basically.
Kind of. I mean, so like he's taking over Java's empire on
Okay.
Tatooine.
Okay, so that's the
And
point.
so he's building his team.
Right.
And so it starts off with just him and oh my god, the girl from Mandalorian, the Asian girl, and
I know
I
you're talking
can't
about,
remember
but
her
yeah.
name. But it starts with them, and now it's up to let me think here, 2, and then a group of like
Power Rangers.
5 or 6. Well, they're not power. I mean, here's the thing: they're not Power Rangers. What they
are. It was just funny because there was this picture and it was like, recruit a team of teenagers with attitude, and then it shows them all lined up walking up all, and I was like, no.
Okay, I that's pretty funny.
It was
I will
just
say
funny.
that that's pretty.
It was
funny.
just funny. That's all.
So yeah, so what they are is they're teens that have altered their bodies with like robot extensions to kind of make them powerful. So like one has like a metal arm instead of their arm or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
But they do have attitude because basically they're like, we there's no water here. I'm not going to pay $3,000 for water. I'm going to steal it. It's just
right.
Yeah. So, but I like that Power Rangers. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. But yeah, dude, I still say that Favreau has created something, in my opinion, that's better than anything that we've seen in the past 12, 15 years involving them. But it is what it is. But I will also say that I've got 2 more things. So did you see that the boys made the announcement about episode, I think 3, or I think it's episode 3
of season 3, right? Of the new season.
Yeah. Hero-gasm. Oh my god. And Kripke has said that it's the most messed up thing he's ever made, that he's ever seen.
And considering what we've seen so far,
I cannot wait for that. And it's coming out in June. I made the announcement. I think it's June.
Sure. Yes. Sure.
And I love that show.
I do too. And that's the thing. It's like, I don't want to take away anything from the boys. The boys is amazing. But it's like, I do get what you're saying whenever anything else adult superhero-ish kind of comes out, it's like, okay, well, even that, like, what about Kick-Ass? That was way before the boys,
they're making Kick-Ass 3.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you heard about that. Yeah,
did not hear that.
Yeah, so they're gonna make Kick-Ass 3, which I would love to see that.
Dope.
But the last thing I really have is I have to admit that I was I jumped the gun a few episodes back.
James Gunn.
Ooh. On Eternals. Jesus.
Eternals. Yeah.
So I will say this. My problem with it still stands. I think they should have done it on a different planet, but it was actually very good. I mean, it's actually really good.
I don't get all the hate for it.
I don't either. I will say this. The one problem I have with it is they openly admit that there's other Eternals on other planets. So why couldn't you do this on another planet, have the blip happen, and have that be the reason why they come to Earth?
They come to Earth, yeah.
At the end of the first movie or whatever.
Right.
They've already one of the actors or producers or whatever already made the mistake and admitted that Icarus is still alive.
Oh, I heard about that too. Yeah. It was his stunt double or something.
Yeah, there we go. Or it's like stunt devil's sister,
brother or something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when your brother works for a character that's coming back or something, come back to the MCU.
Yeah. So I mean, I understand the problem with introducing new heroes that are on Earth after what happened with Thanos. I understand the problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did the best they could. Like I said, the only thing that I would say is I wish it was just done on another planet.
Well, it wasn't meant to be like Guardians. It wasn't meant to be like that. It was meant to be like its own thing. And I think people were expecting too much in terms of it to be like Guardians or it to be like something else. I'm the same boat. I think it was good. I mean, it wasn't mind-blowing. It
Right.
wasn't a 10 out of 10, but it certainly doesn't deserve to be shit on the way people seem to be
No,
shitting on it.
no. I would still rather watch it over Iron Man 3.
Yes,
I would
agreed.
still
Agreed.
rather watch it over probably Thor 2.
I agree with that too. Yeah.
You know, so is it the worst Marvel movie I've ever seen? No,
Mm-mm.
actually, I think it's pretty decent.
I do too. But yeah,
So
and Kumail, I mean everybody. And what I like too is they never felt like, with how many fucking actors and actresses who were in it, it never felt like they overplayed Angelina Jolie, or they overplayed
Icarus, you
Salma
know,
Hayek, or like, yeah, it never felt. I mean, Icarus was Icarus, so he's meant to be the cocky asshole. He's meant to be that. That's his
right?
point.
Well, I'm saying they
Um,
didn't overplay how. I mean, he's obviously the most powerful
I
one, but
just
they didn't
mean they
overplay
didn't
any single
overplay any
person.
single character. They didn't. You didn't feel like, oh man, this. It's like, yeah, there's 8 people, but this guy got the whole screen for the whole movie. Like, I didn't feel that way. I felt like everybody kind of got their own share. Yes, of course, it's going to be focused more on certain characters, but
So how the hell are they going to get that hand
I
like put
that's why the other
destroyed? I mean,
that's
they're
why
going to
the
have to
other
destroy
planet
it.
would have
Yeah.
made sense. That's why the other planet would
Right.
have made sense, because then it would have been like, oh well, now that other planet's fucked, but yeah, we're going to Earth anyway, who cares?
Yeah, we got to find out. We saved this planet. We need to find out what the hell happened on Earth with Thanos.
Exactly. See, that would have made so much more sense. It would have. It would have.
Yep. So,
The
but
only
overall,
but
man, I it's a solid like 7 out of 10. It's
I would say about seven, 7.5.
maybe
Yeah,
yeah 7.5.
7, 7.5.
Um,
Yep.
so
But it's
and
like
I
people treat it like it's like a 2, and I'm like, dude, it's not. I mean,
no
it's certainly
no,
not.
and I did. I'll admit it. I'll admit it.
Like,
I
went in with
shitted
those
on it.
kind of,
I
yeah,
shitted on it, and I was like, I went in with bad impressions and came out thoroughly surprised. My favorite part is still here in Marshala Ali.
oh yeah,
I cannot
Blade,
wait till fucking Blade.
yeah, no,
You
yeah,
do
that
not
was,
have it. Marvel was going belly under
yep,
until that trilogy and Wesley Snipes saved it.
mm-hmm,
And
yep,
40 40 40 what the hell
Feige,
the Feige, there we go, has openly admitted that Blade saved
yeah,
the Marvel. I mean, it saved the comics, it saved the fucking cinema. I mean,
it gave
it
them the
spawned
opportunity. It
everything.
opened the door for them to do what they're doing now. Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
they would have been nowhere. Yep.
And I love Marshala. Isn't it
I do too.
Mahershala or Marshala?
Marshala Ali, I think is how you say
Yeah,
it. Marshala Ali.
Mahershala, whatever.
Yeah.
I love him. I mean, dude, I
Yes.
know True Detective season 3 gets shit on, but I loved him in it.
Yeah. No, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely
So
pumped for that too. My only worry is the PG-13 stuff, but I'm sure they'll figure it out.
yeah, and I mean, they did say,
they just said that Batman's PG-13, and look at the fucking Batman trailers, bro.
yeah.
I mean,
Now I will say they did say that that they're doing Deadpool 3 and it's going to be rated R. So
I did hear that too. Yeah.
maybe they'll change their mind.
Maybe.
It's going to be hard to do. I
It'll be
agree. It's
interesting
hard.
to see. It'll just be interesting to see how they go about it.
Yeah, like you're going to have mounds and mounds of blood. So,
But that's that Batman trailer, man.
dude,
I cannot tell you how
it's just looks better and better every time
it looks
the
better
new
every
trailer
time. And
comes out.
it's crazy to me because there's people who are still like, I don't care, it looks like shit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, how are you not seeing these trailers and being like, yes,
dude? And
like,
and I'm gonna end up being like Batman or Dark Knight Returns, where everybody was all worried that what's his name was getting Joker, Heath Ledger.
Dark Knight. Yeah.
And I remember my most vivid memory and my favorite memory involving cinema was being able to see that 2 weeks in advance on IMAX and hear the thud of Batman hitting the wall in the opening scene when he's on the van driving down and he gets thrown off and hits this pole.
Yeah,
the thud. And I was absolutely blown away by Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And so I have faith that the right person can do it right. So
yes,
let's see if Reeves can do it right.
And,
it looks amazing.
And for me, from the trailers, like from the first trailer till now, it has been flawless in my opinion. Every trailer that I see for it, there's not a single part. I take that back. There's one tiny little part that I would change, and that's only Catwoman's little cut up crap sock hat mask thing. That thing looks so ugly to me, but that's the only thing. That's the only thing.
I have one thing. You haven't seen the third one, have you?
I
The
don't know
third
if I
trailer.
have. I don't know if I have. I
She
might have.
knows. She knows, and there's quite a few people that know
That he's Bruce.
Bruce is. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I
So.
maybe that's the ending. Like maybe it's her knowing at the end, but like I
I don't
think
know. I mean,
you hear the Riddler,
yeah.
and you hear her
Because you know that the
say
Riddler
that it's
knows,
Bruce.
obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the Riddler knows, but I don't care, dude. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm so
no,
freaking pumped for it.
what is 3 hour long
And what's
Batman
his
film
name?
noir?
What's his name as
Colin.
Gordon, as
Oh,
Jeff Gordon, or as Jeff Gordon, as Commissioner Gordon
yeah.
is again just a fantastic call. Like the moment they said it was him, I went like,
That makes that's
shit,
great.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Like I would have thought of that, but hell yeah. So yeah, I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped. And holy shit, look at Colin Farrell. You want to talk? It's hilarious. People are talking about how um these Marvel characters. So like Ben Affleck was Daredevil, and now he got redeemed for being Batman, and now Colin Farrell was Bullseye, and now he's
Bullseye,
getting
yeah.
redeemed for being Penguin.
Yeah.
Penguin, right?
And
Yeah.
I mean, he looks great as
Oh my
Penguin.
god, he looks fantastic. Like he
You know,
looks this. It looks. That's what I'm saying. In the atmosphere of it, the rain, the fact that it's like constantly raining. I just love it. I love it all. I think it looks amazing. I cannot wait. I'm super excited for that.
too, man.
I think that's March, right? March. I think it's March. Fairly sure it's March. Anyway, I think that's all I got.
That's all I got, bro.
Right on. Well, yeah.
Besides my Tommy Boy pin.
Oh, and besides my dark side, I got nothing. Dark side shirt. Hell yeah. Goddamn bridge.
We're having a guest next episode or a couple episodes from now.
I honestly don't know. It's whenever this guest is available. Yeah. But we may be having actually a couple guests soon, right? Because you might have one too. So
possibly.
Yeah. So stick around, watch. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And
try to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, so that you get that notification for when we get these awesome guests. Because who's it gonna be?
And if you want to see Josh do a Roman wipes commercial,
that's becoming more and more of a possibility, actually.
Hell yeah.
I'm down. Just let me know. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. As always, take it easy.